Hello everyone, I'm Kenyata Woods and this is my story. Well, I was raised by my single mother who is here with me today for moral support, by the way. So I was raised by her and she worked hard to, make sure I have everything I need. Even today, she does that. So I was the only child. I went to North End, Northern in person, didn't do too much moving around. Elementary, I did the little academically gifted classes and stuff like that. Middle school, I really kind of slipped a little bit with that. But back in high school, I got more focused because I knew, hair is what I wanted to do. So I had to take the class at PCC and I can't be slipping doing that. So when I had the chance to take that class, I did. And I was only in the 11th and 12th grade years. You know how they do like the end of the day, you can go to the campus for the classes or whatever. So I took the cosmetology course over there. That was just part-time. So I had to do another year after to get the rest of the hours and stuff like that. We had Facia Smith and Dina Oots was my instructors. And then I had one Miss Iris Barnett, I think is her name now. Yeah. She was my first year was her first year teaching. Yeah, I got my license in 2011 and I've been doing it ever since. Like, I've never wanted to do anything but hair. I remember I was doing someone's hair before and she was telling me a story from like first grade where she said her hair was messed up and I told her I would fix it. I don't remember the story, but it sounded like me. Far back as I can remember, I've always been into hair. Like I have an uncle that does hair, Tim. He's pretty popular around here in the community. So I've always watched him. Even my mom, before she took her career in nursing, she did a little bit of hair. So I was watching her. It's just always been all around me and I've just always loved it. Like nothing else but hair. My first job, I think I worked with Dion Bolton when I first got out of school. That was at a salon called Essential Cuts and Designs. It was here in Roxbury, but it's not here anymore. And then I went to Durham with Mavis Peaks at Indivo Hair Gallery. I worked there with her for a little while. She showed me a lot of things. She has classes and she has more exposure to different type of things that Roxbury doesn't have. So that was pretty cool working with her. But I didn't like to drive. So I came back home. I had an extra room in my house, so I did hair there for a while. But I didn't go to school to do hair at home. So I was like, let me just do it. So I came here. Blazing Cuts, and it's owned by Montreal Banks. When I came here, he just had this salon wasn't open yet. So he had a spare room in his barbershop. I was doing hair out of there. That's more close to my comfort zone because I'm just more of a to myself kind of person. So I was just in his little back room, doing what I do. Then he ended up renting this space. And his the stylists he had, they didn't stay that long. So I was just like, let me just go over there. Let me just see, what it's like. And that was the best move I could have made. Like just being right here by the road, the location is great. People can see me when they ride by, they'll come back down the road like, I seen you in the window. So can you do this or whatever? So that works for me. So it was probably coming over here was probably the best move I made for my business. I do a lot of everything. The only thing I really don't do is the cutting part, but I can set them over there, so that's fine. But I would say braiding is my specialty. Braiding, natural stuff, locks, and kids. I do a lot of kids' hair too. Like even the ones that's not so good with getting their hair done, like I'm able to, get them through it with no problem. There's so many people that I've been to school with that didn't finish or they just didn't, take the boards or whatever. And that was just a big deal for me because like I said, all I ever wanted to do was hair and I'm going to need that license to do hair. Some people don't have the love for it enough to keep going, to do it. They just know how to do it, so they go with that. But you really got to love this job. Like I said, I have some kids that come in here on their own time that act up a little bit. But for the most part, like I'll cut me some music on or cut me a movie on and I'll just like get in my zone, like for real. I'll stay in here late as I need to. But for the most part, I'll be out by like 8. And some days I can get maybe 6 people done in that time. From sew-ins to wigs, locks, braids, like I said, kid styles, anything. But once upon a time, it really wasn't a lot of people that was doing what I do, because you have some stylists that can braid but can't do other stuff, and then you have some that don't know how to do other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I can do a little bit of everything. So I think that's one of the, like, now we have people that's like, you can get like a natural hair care license, which is a little bit easier than the cosmetology license. So it's more braiders and stuff coming out now. I mean, we just as important as the man is. Why not? Do whatever you want to do it. Because even though I'm just here in Roxbury, like, hair is a $1 billion industry. You can go far in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I attend like hair shows out of state and stuff like that to just be in a room full of people like me, you know? The last one I went to was in New Orleans, and I'm supposed to attend the one in Atlanta coming up in February. Like, you know, Atlanta is like the hair capital. So it'd be dope. Yeah, you see all type of hair stuff, all type of stars. Just you can learn stuff, take classes. Like I said, I have an uncle that does hair, so I always grew up watching him. And my mom, like I said, she was the first of her siblings to go to college, and now she's a nurse, has her master's, so she's always on her grind. So that's motivating me to make sure I stay on mine. Like I said, I've been here almost 3 years, and I don't plan on leaving. I don't plan on leaving right now, but one day I do hope to have my own salon. Starting off, I probably would just want to make sure I can handle it first, so I'll probably just do it by myself. But if it works, yeah, I would love to have employees. It's a challenge, but I'm up for it, you know. So every day ain't gonna be easy. Some clients you can't please them all, but for the most part, I try to, you know, everything they see, they want. Even if you tell them it might not last, it might not work like you think it's gonna work, they want to try it anyway. So I do it, but I give them that disclaimer first. I promote on social media. I mean, that's really where I get most of my clientele from. I post my work. I post a few angles of the style I've done, and I do a little walk around video just so you can, you know, see it or whatever. And it just goes from there. I have an app that I book my appointments through, which is on Booksy. So I post my link and I post my work, and it just works itself out that way. Like, I'm literally here every day except Sunday. I'm here all the time, like, but it's because of that app. Book me, hairbykd1.booksy.com. I mean, hopefully we have more stuff to do in the near future. I like to craft as well too, so I would like to see some stuff, you know, for that. There's people out here that do other stuff that we need places to shop. We need stuff for the kids to do. Like, it's a lot of things Person County can have. As far as I can remember, I've been into arts and stuff like that, seeing stuff and trying to see if I can do this, so I can do that. I started out doing, I think it was the t-shirts is what I started out doing. And then, like I said, the more I get on Instagram and Pinterest and all that, I see more stuff that I want to try. So, like, I've learned how to make rugs, tumblers. I do resin products. I can do anything crafty. I can watch a couple of videos on it and I got it. Just stay focused. Whatever you want to do, keep your mind on it, work hard, and keep God first.